Follow Kuyata, dear Binar, it cannot be sad, boy, see my yard.
It's easy, sat by the sea here in the Gambia, to be drawn into the tourist image of this country, but I can tell you that agriculture is vital to the economy here and important for feeding the people of this, the smallest Scarda country that I visited. Now, it may be the smallest geographically, but I can tell you the Scarda Focal Institution team here make up for that with their sheer enthusiasm and morale that they have in that organisation. And they've embraced every part of the Scarda programme, the mentoring, the marketing, the restructuring, the MSc students, the technical assistants who are being retrained, and also women being promoted in research. But the one that's really caught my eye is their sheer enthusiasm for the element of winning new business. And that focal organisation is the National Agricultural Research Institute, or NARI. And in their labs, there are graphic examples of the organisation's newfound income generation business. Here, testing is being carried out on farmer-generated and commercial seeds. The seeds are germinated and certified by the Institute before being sold on. And there are plans to scale up this commercial venture.
We will give these results to the project, and it is going to determine whether they will be suitable for seed or not. And now this translates to making some money for the institute, because we levy some charges for the analysis that we do here. And this is paid to the National Agricultural Research Institute to help run these laboratories.
I like that, because before Scarda, really we were talking of business, but we never had that orientation, that mindset to really do business. But with this Scarda, we realized that we were doing a lot of things in the very wrong way, and we need to change. And because of that, we have now a business winning team that is very, very professional. Not only in the way we approach business, but even in our location where we do business. Like, we've realized that the first impression that people have about you as a person and as a business is very, very important. At first, we never cared about that, you know, but now we know that is something we also need to take care of. So you see that, in fact, people are calling us now to bid for things that we were not even doing. So that shows that people are also getting confidence in us.
And Scarda's training has also helped to upskill NARI's laboratory staff. In this lab, work is being carried out on aflatoxins that occur naturally in groundnuts, maize and millet and can cause liver cancer. Analysis was carried out on this outdated UV equipment. Now this new state-of-the-art equipment is being installed. The funds for the kit have come from the European Union, but Scarda trained the lab technicians to use it, and perhaps more important, they've also taught them to maintain and fix it when it goes wrong, which will make the new setup sustainable.
Business winning team is very much important because...
And here you're meeting one of the new businessmen of NARI. Faye Manor is secretary of the Institute's business winning team, which is celebrating its first successes in selling proposals that they've prepared. And it doesn't stop there. There's more lucrative work on the horizon.
NARI is a proper businessman. We are really involved in business. Not only that, because with the advent of the series of trainings that we had with Korav, Scarda, we have also embarked upon the development of consultancy, and also we want to embark upon training facilities, whereby we will be training agricultural personnel up to diploma or master's level.
The Scarda has also bring about synergy in what we were trying to do, because in the past we were operating, but the partnerships were very weak and even non-existent. But with the Scarda, the partnerships have been strengthened, and we are building synergy regionally, locally, and even internationally. Locally, at first, there was no dialogue really between the research institute and the university, but now that dialogue is there. We plan together, we do things together, which before Scarda was not happening. At the regional level, there's synergy because there is now collaboration, partnership between us and sister institutions in the sub-region, like CRI in Ghana, when we sent our students to Ghana to do their master's training.
And looking to the future, here are some of the new products that NARI is developing. Medicinal plants such as Artemisia, which is a natural treatment for malaria. One of their first consignments has just been sold to a Belgian company. 10 grams of it costs the Institute 10,000 Delacia to produce. But the selling price is 600,000 Delacia. And those profits are being used to expand into other products, such as these noni plants, which are highly valued in the medicinal marketplace.
What we were mandated to do is to try to look for technological solutions that would solve the problems of producers and natural resource managers, and also provide information for policymakers. I think with a boosted capacity, we'll be in a more better position to respond to those requests. And our clientele, being a farmer or anything, I think now they are in a more higher probability of receiving technologies and advice and information from us as compared to before.
This is a public sponsored institution, and from the resources we get from the public sector, we realize that these things are dwindling, and we never knew how much we would be able to be on our own and generate income that will be able to make the job that we are doing sustainable. So now what we are doing is Scarda has made us realize that potential, and we are doing exactly that. From the very first time we started this activity to now, we have generated some income that is making us get things that otherwise were not possible to get.
The other element of the Scarda programme that's caught my interest is the attempt to promote the roles of women in science and research.
Gender is a global issue. I mean, in all programs and projects, I mean, they are calling for, you look at the gender issues and the gender to close the gaps between men and women, because in development, men and women had to be involved for there to be development. But if the gap is wide between men and women, it will be difficult to achieve that goal.
So my journey around the Scarda institutions is almost complete, but many of the activities it has prompted are only just getting underway. So my final question is this: is there the will and the capacity to continue these programs?
Nick, this is the question I would have loved to be asked. Scarda has made us as an institute take off, and these are all component parts. So leaving one behind makes the entire system not sustainable.
I think Scarda have started something very useful. We've seen it is all positive. And cutting it at this stage, I don't think this is the right time to cut it. There needs to be an extension or even a second phase.
Most of our activities are at a very young stage. If we happen to leave it at this stage, obviously it will not be able to be successful.
I think it would be a shame if we just want to stop it there, because we on our own part would really want to continue the process. Like I said, there's a felt need that we need to do something to change our situation. That need is already there, and Scarda has given us the capacity, the knowledge on how to go about doing that. Maybe what we lack is the resources to do it, and we would really want them to accompany us to really get to the end of where we want to get to.
Moyenta, Momanta, Guinea-Bissau, Fadi Madam Basiru.